Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with a brand new brew review. And today we will be talking about another limited edition beer from one of my all-time favorite breweries, Het Anker in Mechelen. Now, when I say limited, I know that many of you are thinking about the annual Imperial Dark, which used to be called Cuvée van de Keizer, or the Indulgence series, and well, half of you would be spot on. We are talking about another Indulgence, and the Indulgence series is a collection of annual experiments started out in 2015 with the whiskey infused, which was praised all over the world to the point that Het Anker added it to their standard range, and we're not mad about that. Now, the Indulgence series got its name from the noun indulgence, of course, meaning something that is done or enjoyed as a special pleasure. And most of the beers I've had in this series actually were. Now, they have seen many lovely beers like the 2016 Cuvée Sauvage blend in collaboration with Bon, or the awesome 2018 Obscure, or the 2022 Festiva, which I've reviewed in Brew Review 114 about a year and a half ago. Today we are going back in time. We are having the 7th Indulgence beer introduced in 2021 called Anno 1521. And this is sort of an anniversary beer, or I should rather call it a celebratory beer, because it celebrates the 500th anniversary of the Gouden Carolus Gulden, a golden coin introduced in 1521 by Roman Emperor Charles V the Holy, who grew up in Mechelen and lends its name to the Gouden Carolus beers brewed in Mechelen since 1959. The Anno 1521 is a classic strong blonde or golden blonde ale with an ABV of 8.5% and 30 IBUs or bitter units. It is brewed with barley malt and Belgian hops and re-fermented in the bottle. Now, for the life of me, I did not find which hops, but I'm very curious. So, first things first, let's have a look at this bottle again in true Gouden Carolus Indulgence fashion. Beautiful, beautiful dressed bottle. Tiny little booklet which tells the story that I just told you in 3 languages. Basically it is Dutch, French and English, which is a shame because our 3 national languages are Dutch, French and German. But I don't speak German either, so a very, very nice bottle. Let's see. Anno 1521 strong blonde ale with a smooth hop bitterness, 8.5% ABV, released in the summer of 2021, limited edition, and brewed, perfected and bottled in Belgium by 5th generation family owner Charles Leclerc, which is an awesome brewer, by the way. And then here it says Anno 1521 is the 7th taste expression released under this label. This festive tribute to Charles V is a golden blonde specialty beer characterized by a mild hop bitterness balanced with subtle hints of almonds and hazelnuts, leading to a dry, full-bodied finish. A festive beer to be served richly like liquid gold. And it is brewed with not only barley but also wheat, I see here. And I also see toasted cocoa beans, which is odd because they do mention this in German and in Italian, but they don't mention this in Dutch or in English. That is a weird decision, but hey, let's go for this. Now, you guys may have seen that I still have this tiny box here. This is just a new Gouden Carolus glass, and I thought, why not christen this lovely 15 centiliter taster. Why? Because I visited the brewery a few weeks ago, I think for my 4th or 5th time. Still a great experience, great food, and these days you get a taster with that visit. Lovely branded muselet. A nice addition here, because this says 2021 one Gouden Carolus munt, or one Gouden Carolus coin. So they really do think of everything. Also a branded cork. Ooh, lovely already. Some nice vapor escaping the bottle immediately. Still nicely pressurized. No, I wouldn't expect otherwise, because I do take care of my bottles. But nonetheless, there's always the possibility of something going wrong. I think they nailed the color. I would call this a golden ale, or a strong blonde, at least. It is rather pale gold, but still gold. I absolutely love how active this beer still is now. It is re-fermented in the bottle, and it has a lot of carbon dioxide. Let's keep it that way, because I'm not gonna finish this bottle on my own tonight. There's a lot of purling going on, some nice streams. Also lovely dense white foam, tiny miniature bubbles, dissipating a bit, but that ½ centimeter is staying on there. As it should, of course. We want that foam to stay on to protect our beer from oxygen. Even though it won't have the chance to oxidize, we still want to have it clean. Okay, let's check out the aromas. Okay, first off, carbon dioxide. A very, very small acidity, I would say young lambic-like. Rather malty, and also a bit nutty, which is something I wouldn't have expected in the aroma, but rather in the taste. And actually, I think that I don't really smell acidity, I smell something vinous. So they might have used Nelson Sauvin hops, that's sort of in that range of smells. This also reminds me of the Cuvée Sauvage, which was blended with lambic, but this is of course a completely different beer. It is also 5 years younger, so yeah, slightly nutty, slightly malty. I like this, a bit dry and bitter as well. A bit hoppy, let's say. Okay, let's have a taste. I'm very curious now. Ooh, I'm getting all kinds of tastes. Now, I would have expected this to be slightly in the range of Lucifer, which they discontinued around the time that this came out. But no, not really. If you want to see more about Lucifer, I'll put a link up here. But no, this is a nicely carbonated, strong blonde, heavy in the carbon dioxide, just like a Duvel would be, for example. But I would dishonor this beer by comparing it to Duvel, because they are very, very different. Like I said, a lot of carbon dioxide, but this is immediately very dry in the mouth. Yeah, that acidity I talked about in the nose is absolutely not present in the taste, which is good, which is nice. But it is very hoppy. It is, they say mildly bitter. I find this rather bitter, but I absolutely love rather bitter, as you guys know. So I would say an IBU of 30. I would think that this is like 35, 40. But maybe that is because this bottle has been in the cellar for 2 years, and that re-fermentation may have ingested all of the leftover sugars. So it might be a bit drier than it used to be. But like I said, I don't mind. I absolutely adore that. I am getting more of that hazelnut in the nose now. Yeah, and when I take in some air, when I waltz around the beer, I do get a bit of that nutty flavor, but not much. Mainly the hazelnut. The almond is coming through a very tiny bit in the back of the throat, in the aftertaste basically. But what I did get here in the initial taste was a tiny hint of licorice as well. I would say this is a very, very well brewed beer. Right up my alley. Absolutely love this style. Absolutely love how this is made. So I would say let's go over to the scoring immediately. And I am very, very eager to give this beer a 4+, but 4.5 might be a bit much. So let's call it a 4.25. I might scale it up to 4.5 later on if I have another taster. But yeah, let's keep it for now at 4.25. Absolutely lovely beer. Okay. As usual, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or remarks, leave it down in the comment. If you liked this video, hit that thumbs up. And if you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon. You'll get notified whenever I upload something, which should be twice a weekend at 8 p.m. my local time. Yeah, let's see you guys next week. Cheers.